we talked about week 3 for this 49ers team. They're going to be coming off a kind of like a heartbreaker, a brutal loss to the Packers. They tried to make this comeback, but it failed. And now they got to shake it off. They got to look forward to week 4 because it's going to be a crucial one. I think even more so crucial than week 3 was, because an NFC West rival is coming to town, John. And guess who it is right off the bat? The Seahawks. The She-Hawks, pal. Russell Wilson and the boys are coming to Levi Stadium. Yes, literally 4 weeks in, and we already have the Seahawks. Like, my God, what a schedule. What a schedule, man. So let's talk about this upcoming week 4 matchup between the Seahawks visiting the 49ers. Man. Now, what do you think about it on paper? The Niners do kind of have a chance. They do kind of have a chance, especially considering that the Seahawks have started a surprising 1-2. They've lost 2 straight to the Tennessee Titans on a game winner from Randy Bullock in overtime, and they got shut out by the Minnesota Vikings in the second half. They pretty much let Kirk Cousins not be captain check down, and they let Alexander Madison, the backup to Dalvin Cook, run over him all throughout that second half. So pretty much after Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Chris Carson pretty much roll in that most of the first half, the Vikings offense pretty much shut them down, and that defense shut them down. So a total team effort from that Vikings team that actually tried to be competitive and tried to be more than just, we're content with being, a mid team. So they got the clamps on the Seahawks on Sunday. But despite that, this is still a high-powered Seahawks team on paper. They got MVP level quarterback in Russell Wilson and a pretty damn good receiving core in Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. And while they still have a safety in Jamal Adams and the defensive side, the rest of their defense is still kind of suspect. That was evident in that loss to the Minnesota Vikings and those losses against the Tennessee Titans, especially the Titans ones, because the Seahawks almost ran away with that game, but Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill got back in that game. Really good. So when it comes to this game, some keys to victory for the 49ers in order to win this crucial division game, because if they don't, they're going to fall behind real quick, especially considering it's the first of 2 division games in the NFC West, because if they lose this one and then they also lose this one, they're in a very early hole to try to win this division title if they have a chance to. So some keys to victory for this 49ers team against the Seahawks on Sunday. You got to crumble that Seahawks mid-offensive line. Yes, mid-offensive line. They didn't make any improvements to it in the offseason like they haven't done in years past. And it showed in those 2 games against the Titans and the Vikings. Like that Titans front 4 and those Vikings front 4. They got to Wilson countless times. And it really showed. So this is an opportunity for Nick Bosa, Dee Ford, Javon Kinlaw, and Eric Armstead to make it right when they couldn't get to Aaron Rodgers more than once. So this is an opportunity to constantly pressure and constantly contain Russell Wilson on both sides in this game. So get after Russell Wilson, contain him within, and force him to making a lot of mistakes. Now, as for the other part of the defense, the secondary can't allow itself to let Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf get wide open. If the secondary allowing Devontae Adams getting wide open was bad enough, it could be a real problem. And they're going to be kicking themselves real bad if they can't stop two good receivers. They're already without Jason Verrett and Josh Norman. Josh Norman might not be playing this Sunday. And like I said, Richard Sherman's not coming back. He's in Tampa now. And I don't know who else you're going to get help from the secondary at this point. So the secondary they have, they got to step up. They got to play better. They got to give themselves a wake-up call. They got to say, hey, we need to find a way to play much better against the elite competition. So they got to find a way to have a better performance against this division rival team. Maybe this will be the motivation that makes them play at their best. Now moving over to the offensive side of the ball. Jimmy G has got to limit his mistakes early and often. He can't be sailing the ball over the receiver's head, or you can't have these play calls where he just dinks and dunks it to the receivers and expect guys like George Kittle or Deebo Samuel or Brandon Ayuk or even the running backs like Trey Sermon to get like the yards after the catch, the yaks. So rely less on, the yaks, the dinks and dunks. Try to push the ball downfield. Go try to take those risks, those long ball risks, like the few instances that we saw on Sunday night against Green Bay. Take those risks, Jimmy G can't throw the ball if Kyle Shanahan lets him. Let him do it. So he has to limit his mistakes, let him loose, but also limit the mistakes. And don't let him throw open interceptions. Don't let him fumble the ball backwards. He's got to have a near perfect performance early and often against the Seahawks defense, if there is a Seahawks defense. And for the love of God, last but not least, they got to start their first few possessions better and build upon it. I don't want to see this team start with the run that gets stuffed or pass that gets overthrown or underthrown and then probably intercepted, or Jimmy G holding the ball for too long and then taking a sack, or anything else out of the ordinary on their first few possessions that results in a punt or a turnover. It's been 3 games too many where they started off too slow and they needed the opposition to do, the opposing offenses to do something really stupid, or wait until the Niners, when I mean they're really behind to wake up and get really going, like the case was on Sunday night against Green Bay, and I guess in the case of the Eagles game where they felt like they were down, to really pick it up. They gotta start this game faster, stronger, more efficient. Do everything I just mentioned. I know I'm just a guy sitting here in a chair being an armchair QB, but they gotta be faster. They gotta be more efficient with these first possessions of these games, and if they do that, they'll have a chance to beat the Seahawks and get in a critical division victory this coming Sunday. And it'll be very important that they do, because the week after they're going to be going on the road in Arizona to face the Cardinals before their bye week in week 6. So yeah, it's going to be a very crucial game very early for the 49ers against the Seahawks on Sunday.